enter a plea of guilty or nolo. You may wish to enter a plea of not guilty, and while you prepare for trial, you can also look up that.
Welcome back to the wild world of courtroom chaos. Today's video features not just one, but two separate appearances from a sovereign citizen who insists on representing himself, or rather his beneficiary self, with the help of the so-called Attorney General, who shows up to Zoom court carrying a sword and a gun. No, this isn't a fever dream. This is real court footage from Georgia. In the first half, we meet DeMarcus Bay, also known as DeMarcus Cottrell Brown, who immediately tries to delay proceedings by asking for more time to find an attorney. But things quickly spiral into sovereign lingo, with phrases like affidavit of truth, jurisdictional challenges, and the infamous Black's Law Dictionary flex. But just when you think this can't get more bizarre, his Attorney General appears in Part 2 and sends the court into a tailspin with sovereign logic, foreign national claims, and a clear lack of bar membership. You don't want to miss a second of this legal train wreck. So buckle up and prepare for one of the most outrageous court showdowns yet.
We were representing him, but we are going to be submitting a withdrawal to you. You should have it shortly.
All right, Mr. Brown, are you represented by somebody else?
Yeah. For the record, I am DeMarcus Bay, the implied surety for DeMarcus Cottrell Brown. And I would like to file a motion in the court for additional 30 days for me to seek counsel.
Okay, so Mr. Bay,
Yes.
aka Marcus Cottrell Brown, so you're seeking a continuance to get new counsel?
Yes.
Okay, do you have someone in mind, sir?
Not right now.
Right here is where things begin to unravel. Our defendant claims he needs 30 days to find counsel. But spoiler alert, he already has someone lined up. And not just any someone, a man with more swords and law degrees. This is classic sovereign citizen misdirection. Pretend you're underprepared, delay the process, and secretly pull out a legal sidekick with zero credentials and a ton of conspiracy-laced paperwork. The judge sees through it instantly. This isn't her first rodeo.
Once for 30 days, or I'm sorry, until January 5th. But by that time, you need to have counsel on board when they come back so that they can talk to the state to determine if there's anything they can work out on your case, or if they need to get all of the information necessary for a trial, if that's what you choose to do. So by January 5th, I will expect that you will have counsel.
Well, I have paperwork on the docket that haven't been rebutted. I have affidavits of truth that haven't been rebutted.
Okay, sir, we don't do affidavits. People have to appear in person because there's a confrontation clause in the United States Constitution that says witnesses, you have the right to confront witnesses in person. So we don't do affidavits, okay? If you have witnesses that are going to present testimony or evidence on your behalf, then you have to have them come to court and be sworn in and testify at that time, okay? So we're not doing any dismissing and all of that stuff. No, sir. When you get your counsel, they'll be able to discuss it with the state, and then y'all can present whatever to the court.
And the accusing deputy must be.
You can actually see the judge's patience thinning here. When she says we don't do affidavits, that's her polite way of saying we follow real law here. Sovereign citizens often try to replace court procedure with paperwork full of pseudo-legal nonsense. But in a real courtroom, that tactic doesn't fly. You don't get to dismiss your case just because you declared yourself a living man on a napkin from...
Just like your side gets to choose whatever witnesses you wish to bring. You can't rely on them to bring the person that you want. So if you want to subpoena someone to appear for trial, then you need to subpoena them. You cannot rely on the state to bring your witness, okay?
Okay, I got you.
All right. Anything else?
And jurisdiction can be challenged at any time, right?
No, sir. Jurisdiction rests with this court because this is where the locus of the incident is.
Well,
Mr. Bay, let me just explain something to you. Mr. Bay, listen to me.
Okay.
I went to school for 3 years for this. That's full time. If I had gone part time, it would have been 4 or 5 years. And I have been working since, oh Lord, I ain't gonna give my age, but I've been a lawyer and a judge for quite some time. I've been a judge for 10 years as of this year. A lot of times people come before me because they've learned stuff from other people, or they've gone online, or they've read it themselves. But I tell you, it doesn't work the way you think it works. And so there's a set of statutes, cases, procedures, all of those things that we have to learn. In fact, let me show you something.
Well, how do you have?
Wait.
This is a judge at her finest, dropping years of legal wisdom like hammers on the bench. She's not just explaining the law. She's demolishing internet myths one sovereign claim at a time. When she holds up that thick legal volume, that a mic drop moment, it's her way of saying, your YouTube rabbit holes don't stand a chance against a decade of actual case law. It's courtroom education, delivered with grace and a side of sass.
This year's edition. And I got a book like this that includes evidence and procedure. I got a whole wall of books. So when you come in here challenging jurisdiction and all of this stuff people have taught you, it's
I got
not
books. Can I show you my Black Law Dictionary?
No, sir. Because Black's Law, that's a dictionary. That's not the full case. You know, you come in with all of these ideas about how you think the law works, but every lawyer in here has done at least 3 years of law school and trainings, trials, all of those things. So you're not going to change the way we do things. So the best thing to do is to get an attorney who can talk to the state about your case, and then we can get this resolved. Your case is pretty simple.
There it is. All this noise, Black's Law Dictionary, foreign trust beneficiaries, jurisdictional debates, and the underlying case is about traffic tickets. That's right. We're not talking murder, money laundering, or espionage. Just good old-fashioned citations. Yet, this man decided to build a full legal fantasy world around it. And the worst part? None of it helps him. In fact, it might land him in deep...
Proving anything on the record, sir. I wear the robe. They put me in this position. I've been here 10 years. If I didn't have subject matter jurisdiction, I wouldn't be here.
So you say it's not a difference between public and private for the record. There's no difference.
Sir, get an attorney.
Okay, all right. January 5th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Mr. Bay / Brown, you've indicated that you wish to have an attorney, so I'm going to rely on the fact that you're going to have an attorney. Don't come back here with the same stuff, and I already told you it's not going to work.
So you're telling me United States codes don't work?
No, I'm telling you, you don't know them.
Got him.
So first of all,
right here.
The United States codes don't work in Georgia because Georgia has its own code, OCGA.
So the meaning of driver is different in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
But according to 49.
Mr. Bay, I'm not doing this with you. Get an attorney.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. You're free to go. We'll see you on January 5th at 11.
That got a moment? It's a sovereign citizen classic. He tries quoting federal law, but the judge shuts it down cold. Georgia has its own legal code, and that's what applies here. Sovereigns often misapply national laws, ignoring the state-specific legal systems that actually govern the courtroom they're in. It's like trying to win a basketball game by quoting soccer rules, and then arguing with the ref about the color of the ball.
If the who, what?
Is the defendant in error free to go?
No.
Well, let the record show the defendant in error is ordered to state.
This moment right here is what sovereign citizen comedy is made of. The Attorney General refuses confirmed bar membership, calls himself a non-state actor, and then goes silent when questioned directly. It's almost like watching a bad improv skit crumble in real time. The judge, once again, stays composed but firm. If you're not licensed to practice in Georgia, you're not representing anyone, period. Sword or not.
That's a new one for me.
The all cap name is trust that I am a beneficiary of. My name is not spelled in all capital letters. I have a court order decree saying that.
Okay, Mr. Bay. Mr. Bay, do you have an attorney representing you, sir?
Attorney General, my Attorney General is online. You may speak to me, sir.
Is the Attorney General, Mr. Bay, hold on. Let me ask my question before you tell me something crazy. Is the Attorney General a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
I'm not. I'm a non-state actor. I'm a foreign national. Matter of fact, I filed a
Sir,
notice of
Mr.
acceptance
Bay.
of your oath of office.
Mr. Bay, I don't care if you were Alexander Putin, the premier of Russia. If you are in Georgia and you're represented by an attorney, that attorney would have to be a member of the State Bar of Georgia. Foreign national or not. Just as if you went to another country and you had an attorney represent you, that attorney would have to meet the requirements of that country and of that state. Okay, Mr. Attorney, Mr. Bay, hush. Mr. Attorney General.
I'm trying to set a record.
Mr. Bay, Mr. Attorney General, are you a member of the State Bar?
So
okay,
basically,
sir, that's not what I asked you. No, sir.
I get what you're saying, man.
No, and I get what you're saying, but we're not doing that because that's not how we operate. Those are not the laws under which I am required to conduct court. So we either gonna do it my way or we're gonna put you on the calendar.
We understand the rules of the court. I got you.
Okay. Are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
No, I'm not a member of the Bar of Georgia.
Okay,
what I'm trying to
realize he can represent himself.
You need to take consideration on that matter on how he's doing business in Georgia.
He can represent himself, or he can be represented by a member of the State Bar of Georgia. But he cannot have you represent him or purport to represent him. Okay, that's not going to work. All right. So, Mr. Bay, do you wish to choose someone who is a member of the State Bar of Georgia to represent you, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I invoke my right to remain silent as the beneficiary of Demarcus Cottrell Brown estate.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you're invoking your right to remain silent, which means that you do not wish to enter a plea that
I plead to be released.
That would resolve your case today. As such, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty for you.
And there you have it. DeMarcus Bay tried every sovereign citizen trick in the book. Fake legal names, unauthorized representation, and made-up jurisdictions. And the judge calmly dismantled them one by one. In the end, a not guilty plea was entered for him, and his fantasy courtroom collapsed under the weight of actual law. Whether you're here for the legal lessons or the sheer absurdity, we hope you enjoyed the ride. If you found this courtroom chaos as jaw-dropping as we did, hit that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more unbelievable court drama, breakdowns, and legal lunacy. Until next time, stay smart, stay legal, and stay entertained.
So that your case may be heard at trial. All right, sir. Thank you. You'll get notice in the mail if anything changes about your if anything changes about your address. Then you can go ahead and let us know by coming in.
I demand an evidence hearing.
You will have that at the time of the trial,
evidence hearing.
You're not going to have an evidence hearing today because that's not what we're here for. This is
you are dishonorable. I got your oath, Tammy Long.
So, Mr. Bay, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. You'll have a trial at which time you can have an evidence hearing. You'll get notice in the mail.
You're in violation of Article 6, Section 2 of the Constitution.
Your notice in the mail, then you can appear for hearing with whatever evidence that you wish to present. Although you are not required to present any evidence or testimony because the state has the burden of proving the case against you. Thank you, Mr. Brown. You're free to go at this time. All right, Kevin Jermaine Burrows.